Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. We are on a 12 streak right now. It's been like a little while since we've had a streak of this magnitude. I'm excited. W2X7, WN3Z. This run looks very familiar, unfortunately. Let's go straight to this long-ish room. That might give me a free key. It actually gave me a free key and a battery charge, so I'm definitely going to use Game Kid here. We've got Game Kid, Mongo Baby, pretty bad starting stats, in all honesty, but it's kind of saved by the fact that we have Mongo Baby to some extent. Like, even though our tier stat, ooh, yeah, I mean, you gotta be going Crystal Ball here. Luck down. Could be worse. Could be better, but could be worse. The Lover's card could be valuable as well. Oh, this is actually... Please give me a Spirit Heart. I just realized this is an XL floor. Let's use our Temperance card. And it would be really nice to get an early Blood Bag, and that's exactly what happened. In fact, even before it gave us 1 penny, it gave us a Blood Bag, which is awesome for the speed and the HP upgrade. But what I meant when I said that this run looked kind of familiar is that this feels like that Unicorn Horn run where we had shit damage. But honestly, our stats are kind of... Fruitcake can go either way, but our stats are kind of making up for it early on here, and Mongo Baby in particular is helping out a great deal as well. But that early Blood Bag, I would have preferred to have gotten 1 penny and then the Blood Bag, but still, this is, you know, far be it for me to complain about a situation that may have just put our run... I'm not going to say that it's unlosable, but it puts our run in a much, much better situation for sure. So the big deal here is that... we have 2 bombs. We'd really like to find a Spirit Heart via a Tinted Rock in all likelihood. And if we can do that, our odds of getting a deal with the devil go way, way up. And if we can get that early deal with the devil, you never know what's going to happen. But hopefully this is not like Immolated Hopper Room again that almost ended our run so long ago. It's so far away. Yeah. I would like to get a Spirit Heart to die! Damn you! The dulcet tones of Jennifer Carpenter. Not Jennifer... Wait, Jennifer Carpenter was the actress from Dexter. And also the remake of the Spanish zombie film REC. REC. I don't know what you call it. I've never seen it. I just saw the trailer. Anyway. Karen Carpenter? I think it's Karen Carpenter. And there's our Spirit Heart, of course. Okay. Well, we still have a chance at a deal with the devil. And, you know, moreover, we're definitely going to get 2 items here from our bosses at the very least. And we can still survive... It's my own fault for getting hit by a spider. At least it's... I feel like it's our own autonomous mistake that led to that, as opposed to RNG fucking us. And Toothpicks is actually fantastic. Doesn't that sound like a wealthy 19th century... 19th century industrialist? RNG fucking us? Well, yes, I'm RNG fucking us. I was in the Skull and Bones Society with Norman Rockwell and... John Rockefeller and other people who did not have rock in their name, but they still all work as quarry owners now. What a coincidence. We'll just edit that out in post. I think we're just gonna go, probably not to our shop necessarily, but we'll make our way towards the shop and check out the secret room. We might get enough money. Oh, wow. I'm really glad we came all the way down here because we're going to get the cancer item, which definitely means that we should have come down here first because this gives us 3 Spirit Hearts, I think, and a Tears upgrade. Not that we need the 3 Spirit Hearts so much. Oh, and a Demon Heart, but the, yeah, 3 Spirit Hearts. But the Spirit Hearts definitely would have been a nice choice for us before going to the boss fight, so that we could have basically guaranteed ourselves a deal with the devil. Let's throw like 1 bomb here. Range down. Not that bad, but could be better. And I guess we'll go inside of our shop, and I don't know what I was hoping for in there, considering our situation, but that's okay. I just realized as well, we had a reroll machine... And we had so many bombs. I should have used the bombs on the reroll machine instead of blowing up mushrooms. But we at least have 6 cents. That's probably good for a reroll or 2 here. Let's see what we get. Come on. Stompy. I'll take anti-grab. I don't think it's particularly strong. But I don't think it's as bad as some people give it credit for. Or take away its credit for. I don't know. Should have waited till the next floor maybe to do this, but alright, let's head down. We're making great time. You know, we're not going to get a Well, if we get an XL floor, then we're not going to get a blood bank, which would be nice to get, but I'm not going to sweat it too much right now. We got a really good chance of getting a deal with the devil on the next floor, and the run looks fine. It's not amazing, but it looks okay. And that's all we really need right now. This is almost certainly going to be a secret room, so let's throw a bomb up there. Why almost certainly? Just this room has a high incidence rate of being a secret room, and particularly when you find an archetype like this on like the basement or the caves, you're like, okay, there's like probably like at least a 2/3 chance this is going to be our secret room. It's a frustrating thing to teach, because forever, like for years, I had looked for secret rooms manually, and then one day I was just like, this looks like a secret room to me. It just it came to me in a dream, and now my secret room efficacy has never been better. Sometimes we do have to look for them. Sometimes they hide in sheep's clothing, man, but that was a big quantum leap for me. I'll spend a bomb in order to get the piggy bank. I mean, I don't think it's great, but sure. It's early enough that it could provide us with a nice benefit, at least. Perthrow room, by the way, is very, very nice to have, as you might expect. I'm hoping that we'll be able to use it on our deal with the devil here to get something good, or maybe that we'll never have to use it because every single deal just gives us the greatest items of all time. That would also be fine, if you would find it in your heart to do that. The more HP we can stack up, the less damage we need. Oh, that was so bad. The less damage we need in order to succeed on this run overall. And I want to lower the ceiling of what I need as much as possible. That was very dangerous. I will open this. And we basically... as far as I'm concerned, in terms of meaningful resources, we effectively traded 1 key for 2 keys. That's good. There's a bomb in there as well. We may end up being short on bombs, but keys are definitely the one that tends to be the most important this early on. So I would say a fairly strong return on our investment there. Lucky that even though we got poor deals, or I should say no deal with the devil on the last floor as a result of my own idiocy, we were lucky enough to get really good items from the item room and shop. Like toothpicks, cancer, anti-grav much less so, fruitcake much less so, but blood bag as well. And starting with Mongo Baby too. These are like very solid items that we can rely on to give us a little bit of a DPS boost, or a little bit of a survivability boost in situations that would otherwise seem undoable. Did that man turn invisible temporarily, or am I losing my mind? Might be losing my mind. I'm just realizing now that probably that black heart that we got, including the one on the last floor that showed up in a similar situation, is that from like Fruitcake giving us Serpent's Kiss, and then the poison doing the damage, and then that leading to Demon Heart spawning? I never really put 2 and 2 together there. Could go to our shop, but you know how I feel most of the time about Curse of the Lost floors. Let's just get anti-grav set up here. I gotta say, in contrast to some of our recent runs, this one right now, that was maybe horrible, but I'll live with it. And also, Torn Photo is awesome here. Ooh, no precedent to be had, though. Hopefully, like, 2 Tears upgrade pills would be, like, the best option for us. 2 Hematemesis. As like the most Jar Jar Binksian statement I've said in a long time. But this run, while not obviously incredible at this point, hilariously, Hematemesis kind of allowed us to get into that boss trap room and I squandered it. But we could find an arcade on this floor regardless. I think I'm going to stick with Liberty Cap. I actually took a range down pill there. That is a little silly. I'm not going to take another one. Or am I? No, I'm not. That would be silly. 2 of hearts we don't need right now. Is there an arcade? No. Odds of getting into our boss trap room got a lot lower there, but I haven't been able to finish this thought because things have been popping up. We, in contrast to our recent runs, are very comfortable. Not really amazing from a damage perspective, at least not yet. Another 2 of hearts. And in here we get a decent chunk of change. I think I'm going to just spend my keys instead of spending my money. Forgot there could be enemies in this room. Our damage leaves a lot to be desired, but honestly, we have gotten... Ooh, Capricorn's gonna help. We have gotten pretty well off as a result of the fact that we have gotten good boss and item room items. Not great necessarily, but good. Like the ability for us to get something like Capricorn, very useful. Torn Photo and Toothpicks. These are like... definitely B+, A- tier boss items. You know, they're not quite Magic Mush, And there maybe situationally are some that are more valuable, but if you've got a lot of HP, or enough HP to survive at least, you're never going to turn down a Toothpicks or a Torn Photo pickup, so I can't really complain about that. We do want to fight Ultra Pride. I would take the left hand at this point, I think. Liberty Cap is okay. I think I said Safety Cap earlier. You know, you watch the screen. Sometimes I get the names wrong. Or Judas's Tongue. I actually feel like I've really overrated Judas's Tongue in my you know, earlier youth. It seems like one of those items that is just going to be amazing, right? It's or one of those trinkets. You're like, half-price deals with the devil. But what are the odds of A, getting a deal with the devil? Pretty good. And then getting a 2-hard deal with the devil instead of exclusively 1-hard deals with the devil, or deals with the devil that don't cost anything at all, like Krampus or one that's exclusively red chest. You get to the point where I really feel like Judas's Shadow probably saves you like 1 HP per run on average if you get it early enough, so that's not particularly incredible. I don't think we... Oh, that was dumb. I don't think we need a range upgrade. I think we should just go fight our boss, honestly. That double key room left a little bit to be desired. This is why, like, you know, when it comes to, like, patches and stuff like that in video games, I try not to freak out at the start, because it's really hard to evaluate, and, you know, that's true in, like, in other games, particularly, like, collectible card games, I find. Like, whenever there's a Magic the Gathering, like, spoiler season, you should go back, if you're into Magic, and look at what people thought of, like, cards that ended up being amazing, and what they thought of cards that ended up being shitty, like... There's people when Jace Vern's Prodigy was announced. I'm not going to get too inside baseball here. You don't have to turn off the video if you're not a Magic fan. Basically, it's a card that goes for like 80 to, or maybe like 60 to $100 American right now because it's very strong. And particularly a couple of standard rotations ago was played like crazy. You go back and people were like, this is super not worth it. Like, it's just a defender body. Okay, looting's good, but it's no merfolk looter, blah, 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 blah. And then, you know, it becomes super strong. And then, you know, I've got a playset of fucking Undergrowth Champions we picked up at 20 bucks each. People were like, this is gonna be... It's gonna take over standard. It's amazing. Dodges removal, blah, blah, blah. Best blocker. And now the card is like $2 fucking, which is still not horrible. Like, it gets worse, but... The same thing happens in Hearthstone all the time, you know? People... misevaluate cards. That's why I'm like, I can't be mad about, you know, patches and stuff like that. You gotta see how it actually works in the moment, you know? You gotta see how it works in vivo before you get pissed off. In my opinion, at least, but what do I know, you know? I just try to keep it reasonable here. I got bigger problems than game patches in my life. Like, you go to the grocery store and you're like, $4.99 for a pint of blueberries. I thought it was blueberry season. Why am I paying $4.99? It's only got to come from California in an incredibly, you know, advanced piece of machinery with somebody driving it for like 18 hours a day to get it here. No big deal. So I will, I guess, pursue the Mega Satan route here instead of re-rolling the key piece. I kind of feel like re-rolling the key piece is like baby's... Well, this is insulting. It's like baby's first easy way to win Isaac. I don't want to do baby's first easy way to win Isaac. We will go for these, though. Oh, yeah. Well, fuck Mega Satan. If we get... Like, this has always been my philosophy on this. This has not changed. But if we get exclusively deals with the Angel, I'm all about it. If we get a deal with the Devil thrown in at some point, the odds are I'm probably going to buck that trend. But, you know, you prefer to get the second key piece first, but whatever. This also makes left hand better. Also, I appreciate the irony of me saying baby's first way to win the Binding of Isaac, being all smug about it, and then all of a sudden, they're like, hey, how do you feel about this deal with the devil? Alright, fine, I'll take it. That's baby's second way to win the Binding of Isaac, is just getting deals with the devil, but... no, re-rolling key pieces, the key pieces are a gift, man. You know, they're not worth anything by themselves, but what they enable you to do is worth something, in my opinion. You know, it's... Strong men also cry, Mr. Lebowski. Strong men also cry. All I mean is that, you know, fighting Mega Satan, I place some value on it. But, I still, you know, there's a little, I'm making jokes all the time. What's my, first mod I'm going to make in the Binding of Isaac, blah, 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 blah. The first mod I may make in the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus is rebalancing Angel Rooms. I don't know what... Like, I got some ideas, but I really think some, even if they are broken from a flavor perspective, which is to say, you know, why would item X ever appear in a deal with the angel? It's not a holy item. I don't care about the flavor so much as the mechanics. And I think that having better items in the angel pool would be worth a lot. Now, whether that means making existing angel items better, making it less likely, I mean, it's probably, I'm not taking Curse of the Tower right now. It's probably a good start just to make it so that deals with the angel have a much greater chance to contain an actual item instead of, yeah, might as well take Spider Mod. Instead of just like a chest or 2 Eternal Hearts. I think that would be a really, really good start. And then you can look at the items and say, like, okay, how do these items compare with Deals with the Devil? They don't have to be better, necessarily, but they shouldn't be markedly worse, I think, if they're both going to be alternate routes for success. But that's okay. You know, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Maybe I'll do nothing. That's another viable alternative, I suppose. This run right now is continuing to be pretty comfortable, but, I hate that I have the ability to fly, but can't really stand over rocks because I'll blow myself up all the time. And I'm still looking for that Guppy payout here. Guppy's tail is good, actually, because with the left hand, it guarantees us a lot of red chests. I think it increases chest prevalence, not just golden chest incidence. Come on, come this way. I got some holy light shots I want to get in there. But yeah, anyway, I mean, take it all with a grain of salt, you know. I've promised a lot of first mods here, which means that they're not really actually promised, but rather are just ideas that I'm spitballing. But I really feel like there is something to be said for, like, a slight or perhaps even major rebalancing mod that just changes, like, here's my core philosophy on Isaac. That almost gave me a little motion sickness there. If you'll allow me to indulge myself, and feel free to do like a little jerk-off motion in the background here. I'm not suggesting I'm smarter than the people who made the game. All I'm saying is that for me, there are a few items in the game, maybe quite a lot of items in the game actually, that I don't understand the purpose of in their present iteration. For example, the Necronomicon. I mean, it is usable, I guess, if you have literally nothing else as a spacebar item, but there are so many items that are strictly better than it that I'm just like, the Necronomicon, in my opinion, needs to be changed a little bit. Like, Shoop the Whoop was changed, and now it's actually a really cool item. I think that if the items get stronger, does that make the game easier? Maybe. Does it make it more fun? Okay, I guess we'll just blow that up then. In my opinion, yes. Like, I think a useless item adds very, very little to the game. There are situations in which it ends up saving your run, you know? But those situations are literally like 1 every 200 or 300 plays sometimes. Based on my experience, at least. But anyway, we don't need to worry about that too much. I mostly just try to be entertaining. But there are, like, there's a couple items I'd like to rebalance, and maybe we'll see them as we go throughout here. Mostly it would be items being made better. Like, I don't necessarily want to make it an easier game. You know, Isaac is already pretty solvable, as has been discussed, you know, and people getting, like, you know, triple-digit streaks. And especially with Afterbirth getting, like, you know, double-digit streaks as a loss. You know, this is a game that is not necessarily that difficult anymore. Maybe that is something to be addressed, but I'd rather address that in, like, enemy HP or something along those lines, or, like, boss difficulty than nerf items, because there's just a couple items, particularly spacebar items, that I'm like, this item makes no sense. The D10 also fits that bill for me, but some people do disagree with me on that one. And that's, you know, you're entitled to do so. I don't really know what I'm talking about, except from the, you know, my own perspective. This is my own experience in life, and would never purport to have all the answers sway. Okay, so we still have a Perthrow rune. We're gonna make it straight to the boss room, hoping for Guppy, but the odds of that are low. Not just because we're, you know, unlikely-ish to get 2 Guppy items in a Deal with the Devil, but also because we're unlikely to get a Deal with the Devil on this floor anyway. But we will have a shot at Boss Rush, which is an indication that this run is actually very strong. And it's not really strong from a damage perspective, but it's kind of just very well balanced right now. You know, this was a Mario Kart character, it would be fucking Mario. He's still competitive. But he's, you know, is he particularly fast off the line? He's no Yoshi. Has he got high top speed? Nah, man, you're talking about DK Bowser. But this guy, he's just there in the all-around department, you know? He's gets a bad rap, maybe. A little boring for beginner players. Nah, dog. He's just well-balanced. He ain't heavy, man. He's a Mario brother. We did get a deal with the devil. I'm hoping that it's as a reward for that ridiculous rant. We'll take Gimpy, but not... I'm not going to do Boss Rush, actually. We'll take Gimpy, but not Book of Revelations. And I'm just going to save Perthro. I should have re-rolled Book of Revelations, but... Or, sorry, Book of Belial. But my thinking is, maybe we can actually get a double re-roll out of it instead? I don't know. Maybe it's a little over-aggressive, unnecessarily speaking. We could also get, you know, 4 or 0 to 4 re-rolls on the chest if we hold this Perthro rune. So, there is some value there, but... At some point, I think you have to accept that it's going maybe a little too far. But this run, it seems fine, even though, traditionally speaking, it's a little less strong than I'd like. It's actually surprisingly good, I think. If I wanted to, I could even go, like, full-on left-hand action here. Take it all the way down to the chest, try to get that Guppy Dream complete. I don't love the idea of doing that, but when I say I don't love it, what I mean is actually I really love the idea of doing that, and may do it, but we'll see. Okay, I'm stoked to have found a black card here already, probably as a result of Serpent's Kiss. Means that we should be able to go to our curse room without really having a net loss of damage, but we got to get to our curse room first, and we'll probably go to our mob trap room as well. Really good odds of getting a red chest in there. Possibly more than one red chest. And I gotta say, like, as much as Fruitcake has probably been the single greatest source of my damage on this run, because Ipecac shots blowing me up, it also has really allowed us to kind of hit above our weight class damage-wise. And, you know, this is why items like... Oh, man, that's good. Yeah, we'll check it. This is why items like Explosivo or Holy Light, of course Godhead, but it's why these items are so valuable if your damage is shitty. And our damage, like our rate of fire is good, but our damage is kind of shitty. It's why these items are so valuable if your damage is shitty, because they allow you to kind of like, you know, be way stronger than you have any right to be. You know, every Holy Light shot that hits is going to be like 4 to 5 times as much damage, I think, just eyeballing it, as our regular tiers. So that's very valuable, and the fact that, you know, even something like Mysterious Liquid coming out from Fruitcake here is something that gives us a disproportionate reward that kind of, like, it emphasizes how useful tier effects can be, I suppose. Okay, I'll come into this room. I'm trying not to bomb every room, but, you know, there was a big room back there. I did bomb my way through because I just didn't want to have to deal with its nonsense. I've played enough Isaac to know what rooms I just don't enjoy whatsoever. One makes you small, might as well. And a lot of those rooms show up on this floor. I knew it was going to happen, but whatever. You got to check it regardless. 2 Spirit Hearts, so... I mean, we could go back for one, but we're probably going to get one in just a moment here anyway. Just watch out. Stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Excuse me. Yeah, thank you. Had to hit that last enemy there. Oh, he's confused. There's an Eternal Heart in there. I think you go all the way on Guppy's Paw and then re-roll it. Oh, what? Into Thunder Thighs? I thought for sure it would re-roll into another red chest item. And we'd already seen Curse of the Tower. That doesn't mean we aren't possibly going to see it again. But I was like, we got a good chance of getting a Guppy item from this. Then you got Thunder Thighs. Many reasons I'm not interested in that. Well, I would say that Perthro rune probably has seen better days. Certainly, we could have used it in a more excellent fashion. Are we going to fight Hush on this run? It is a possibility, but I think it hinges 100% on getting a deal with the devil after Mom's Heart on this floor. So, we'll see if that actually ends up coming to fruition. I wouldn't say I'm skeptical, but I'm not, you know, planning my weekend around it or anything like that right now. That was a weird, like, deflection that hit this enemy with a Holy Light shot. That's beautiful. Why not use Crystal Ball? Well, we could admittedly get a card or something like that that's valuable, but I think I'm more invested right now in just trying to get the mapping. I think the mapping is going to be the most important thing for us, so... I really thought we could thread the needle there. But we are almost done with this fight regardless. So yeah, if we can get mapping for the next floor, that's awesome. And I also forgot... But we have the cancer item from the very first floor, which was actually a huge get, so that is going to allow us to actually only take half a heart of damage if we've already been hit on that room. Only half heart of damage per hit after the first hit, if that makes sense. You know, it's like get hit once, get the second hit for half price. It's like an iTunes sale. It's not my favorite metaphor I've ever used, but it's still fairly early in the morning over here. Brain's waking up, you'll forgive me. No deal with the devil. I'm gonna go back and get this HP, and then I'm just gonna head up to the cathedral. And I think we're gonna basically just bank this run, if that makes sense. Like, we're gonna just finish it off. Hopefully, at least. Don't really want White Pony, so we'll just head up here. This has been a comfortable, albeit somewhat unremarkable run. And that's okay. Life goes on. Algiz Rune. Algiz Rune, but mapping. The mapping is really the big one here. Now, what do I want to see on the chest? I honestly, like, it's a little bit of a tall ask, but 4 bomb synergies would be pretty dope. Like Sad Bombs and then Mr. Mega, Homing Bombs, you know, Bomber Boy or something like that. Give me 6 or 20 bombs. I got my math wrong there. Give me 20 bombs, and then also make those bombs ridiculously powerful. That's what I want to see. And then our Ipecac shots might be stronger. I can't remember if Ipecac gets some of the bomb synergies, none of the bomb synergies, or all of the bomb synergies. But, you know, that's pretty unlikely that we end up making that dream come true, but it would be funny. It's better than just asking for, you know, the obvious, I guess, in this case. Anything, let's put it this way. A narrow subset of items that improve our run without actually giving us HP. Like, improve our damage without giving us HP. Unless that HP is Spirit Hearts in general. Well, I'm a little surprised we got out of this one, but lucky us, I suppose. Super Greed. He's super greedy. Super Greed on the Cathedral is basically like the ultimate fuck you. Because you're like, first off, you're gonna die. The best thing you can do is slightly wound me, probably. And then, you give me an item that provides me with no benefit. It's like we're both wasting our time here. Why don't you go back to the Caves 1 where you could actually make a difference, Super Greed. He's super greedy. Okay. We'll leave out this way for now, because I do want to go to the Cursed Room. And, you know, one Spirit Heart is very easy for us to replenish on a run like this. We could actually land like a... There we go. Explosivo landed. That's what we're looking for. Stationary enemies, much easier. Oh, snap. It has been done. The Guppy Dream is complete. And then we get even some more red chests on top of that. That don't do anything for us, but that's okay. So, with the Guppy Dream complete, the run is over. We have won. Good day, sir. We'll drop the left hand. Grab Algiz. Come out this way. Skip one room. And now we should be sitting pretty. Even still, like, without being overly, you know, making people angry with how negative I'm being about a run that's a definite win, it's a pretty unremarkable Guppy win, if I may say so myself. You know, we just... A really good rate of fire is nice, but apart from that, it's not like we have Hive Mind or, you know, anything that's given these flies ridiculous amounts of damage. It is really, like, the weakest kind of Guppy transformation we can get here, but it's still a Guppy transformation. And it's still real to me, damn it. We'll open a couple of these, but now that we have the left hand, we're going to be getting a lot more golden chests, which means that we're going to have nerved ourselves a little bit when it comes to being able to grab items from the chest itself, but again, this is a relatively minor series of complaints considering we are now shooting flies out of our fucking face. And we're getting a nice incidence of them as well, at least. And we don't have a lump of coal, so... might as well just get as many shots in there as we can. The more holy lights, the better. The more explosivos, the better. The more godheads, the better. Together forever, forever. I don't remember. Like, to be honest with you, we're past the Rick Astley phase of the internet. And I've forgotten all the jams that I used to know. Including Somebody That I Used to Know by Gotye. Is that how he says it? Gotcha! Piercing shots, okay, sure. The virus, awesome, alright. And then we're gonna re-roll the entire run, just to get real fucking weird with it. Now we got Tech X. I mean, this should be real strong. Let's just go with one re-roll and then Crystal Ball, maybe. I mean, this run is now... We're gonna continue to be guppy, so this run is actually completely fine, obviously, but... Even the Tech X reroll was not that strong here. You know what? After this room, we'll get our Crystal Ball charged, then we'll go back and get the D4 and get ready to reroll again, because this Tech X, it's not really selling me that much. It's okay. But we could have some more. What is this? The Halo. I don't want to pick this up. It's going to ruin our permanent Polaroid invincibility. We don't have Whore of Babylon, though. Let's pick it up. We don't need permanent Polaroid invincibility. You kidding me? You got Tech X Guppy. You're worried about permanent Polaroid invincibility? Let's not be ridiculous here. What we'll do is we'll pick it up and then re-roll it for no gain later. Oh. Magician card. Pop that for no reason and then roll with the Algiz in the future. Roll with the Algiz. Roll around the chest. That's my impression of Rome by the B-52s. You might say, where's Weird Voice Man? Weird Voice Man doesn't sing Rome. The B-52s had 4 vocalists, okay? Some of them were quirky, some of them focused on some delectable high harmonies. I mean, they're still around, I think, so they're doing stuff. Everyone thinks the B-52s are like a novelty band, man, because of Rock Lobster and Love Shack. You gotta go back and listen to the self-titled, man. Does it have Rock Lobster on it? Yes, it does, but it also, you know, it's got some neat stuff on there. Planet Claire, 6060842. Give it a try. You might be surprised they didn't just get famous because of, you know, that song appearing on Rocko's Modern Life or SpongeBob SquarePants. I can't remember. What have we done? Thank God for Little Brim here, because I actually don't know what has happened to our tiers. Oh, we have sad bombs, though. Look at how slow, like, our range is so bad. Wait, those aren't sad bombs, those are hot bombs. Disregard. I was like, our range is so bad, sad bombs isn't even generating anything. I don't understand why our tiers are so bad. I see, like, we have Dunce Cap for sure, and Eve's Mascara. Like, Eve's Mascara #1. This is so weird. Diablo 2. We might as well pop Algiz. Like, there's no reason not to. And we're gonna win, of course, but man, that was a little scary towards the end there. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the run. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.